Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom. I have 7 kiddos ranging in age from 12 down to 10 months. I realized as I was getting all my curriculum together that I did a lot of flip throughs before I ordered my 7th graders language arts. And so I wanted to do a quick flip through of this so that you can kind of take a look inside if you are trying to find kind of last minute or depending on when you start, a good language arts curriculum for middle school. So we use the Good and the Beautiful for math. We use it for language arts. We use it for handwriting, some of science. And as far as the language arts goes, they are level by level, they are redoing their levels, kind of like they just did for the math. Unfortunately, my oldest, who's going into 7th grade, will not be able to take advantage of the newer editions because there's like they're updating it like right behind him, kind of in between my 2 older ones. So like my 4th grader has the new edition, but my 7th grader does not. So they're one by one changing their editions and getting them new editions. So this 7th grade, I wanted to show you the current 7th grade language arts for the Good and the Beautiful. So what it comes with, actually I'll show you this first. It comes with the course book itself. It comes with a course companion. It comes with a daily checklist. It comes with geography and grammar cards, and it comes with a reader. So let me just flip through real quick. I say real quick, but you know, I'll just flip through it. Okay, so the course book itself. So if you don't know anything about them, I encourage you to go on their website and kind of do the assessment. I find they will tell you that it does not necessarily correlate with grade level. I find it does for my kids. So I buy whatever grade they're in and I just go off of that. I have not had any issues with it otherwise. And that's for all subjects. So they emphasize on literature, grammar, punctuation, art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, and writing. And so what they do at the very front, they talk about the course. Obviously, they talk about principles behind the course. They talk about additional materials that will be needed. It tells you what it comes with. It also tells you, I think, let's see, is it here? There are a bunch of extra books on the library of their website that I purchase personally, and I don't know if I have them all right here, so I won't dig those out. But it is kind of extra. So whenever they say to go ahead and read anything extra, they're not talking about the reader that it comes with, unless they list that specifically. They're talking about extra anything really, but Good and the Beautiful books from their library, just as an extra. 10-15 minutes of reading. Talks about the spelling part of it, and the geography and grammar card. It talks about, just kind of splits up all of those topics into kind of what to expect. So the geography cards here, the art section, it tells you how long to do certain things, and I think that is what people were. I don't know if they were complaining or if it was just something that they decided on their end that they wanted to shorten things a little bit. There's, it says reading for the course reading challenge, 28 minutes a day. Now, I don't know, that's a little extreme, I think. So I don't think a lot of this will necessarily take all this time, and I eliminate kind of as needed. There are videos also that they will ask you to watch on the website. They give you the password for that in this book. And then they have at a glance. So level 7 at a glance, what they will be focusing on as far as grammar, usage, and punctuation, what they'll be focusing on as far as geography, as far as literature, as far as art, and writing. Okay, so they have a course reading challenge. It instructs you to read each day for this course reading challenge. You and your parent will decide how much time should be spent on reading each day, and it tells you to take the reading level assessment. My kids can read just kind of a variety of, they'll read below their level, they'll read above their level. So I don't really necessarily look at those when I'm I mean, I use those as kind of a base reference point when I'm picking books from the library that they have on their website, but mine reads such a variety of different levels that I'm not too concerned about it. Each lesson, so lesson 1, lesson 2, they're kind of review. So these are shorter, obviously, lesson 1 and lesson 2. And I think as you go on, obviously, you will do art, you will do a lot of sentence dictation. So for example, lesson 11, you have quite a bit. And like I said, if it's too much, you pick and choose. Here's the back here. And then I think that might be the last page on that. Yeah, so that one's 2 pages, but it's a lot of, it's time consuming. I mean, I've had problems. Grammar is not my strong point. And so teaching it to my middle schooler is hard because I struggled with it when I was in school. So obviously things that are longer, like writing sections or note taking, things like that, this is the lesson here, and then it goes to the next lesson. So some lessons are shorter than others, and it just kind of depends on the day and what they're asking you to do. If it's writing, obviously, and you're focusing on writing, then you're not going to have much, course work in the course book. Okay, they have the course companion, so it's the answer key, quick reference, spelling dictation, poetry memorization, ladders, and course readings. So it has the course readings here, so it tells you these books here, the stories they will have you read is in its own little section here. So under course readings, we have, which I mentioned, I will link what I am doing extra for geography, like states and capitals, but they do have a section here. So if you wanted to eliminate that because you're doing your own curriculum as far as geography, states, and capitals, then you could eliminate that. They have, a section for that where you're trying to memorize and things like that. So I might, depending, I'll have to look at it and see. Poetry memorization they have as well. So if they needed to look up a map in particular, they could look it up in the quick reference guide. So basically just anything that they need to use to look back up. They have terms, definitions of terms that they might have forgotten or they might need a little bit of help remembering. Literary terms they have in here as well. Sentence diagramming, so they have examples and steps in case your child needs some extra help with that, or how to explain it as a parent that's teaching it. Because sometimes, like I said, you forget. Capitalization rules they have, citing sources, how you do that. They have conjunction. So basically, your guide as a parent, if there's something that you want to look back at, and like I said, if you forgot, because I forget these things. So they have a whole section on editing, like editing symbols. So this will be for your kiddo to go back to and say, I don't remember what this is. Let me go look at it again. Challenging words practice, things that maybe your kiddo might have trouble pronouncing, some commonly mispronounced words. Sentence dictation exercises they have there. And then they have the answer key, which is great because I don't think they had the answer key last time. And so, like I said, maybe they did. I can't remember. If you're not very good at grammar, that helps a lot. Then they have the geography and grammar cards. So these, I think they eliminate as they're redoing the courses, they're eliminating those because it's just kind of a lot. So basically they want you to memorize these by the end of the course. Again, I'm going to kind of play this by ear and see. They have everything from the grammar cards. They have, like, for example, the 4 sentence types. So they would have the question here and then the answer here. And so things that they can kind of quiz themselves or you can quiz them on. And then they have the geography cards, which are, they have oceans, they have continents, they have states. They have state capitals, I think, as well. Yes. So they have a lot of information here. So again, if you get this, play this by ear and see if it's something, like I said, we are doing, which I will link, a geography extra kind of course mixed into our curriculum this year. And so I don't know how much of that I'm actually going to use, but I'm going to see. Then it comes with the reader. level 7 reader that correlates with the actual course. And it will tell you in the course book when to reference to this reader and when to read what chapter. It's pretty small print, but this is right on track with what he would be reading pretty much. So comes with one reader like that. And then finally, it comes with the daily checklist, notes, and instructions. It tells you kind of as a parent how to use this and how to teach your kid to use it. And it comes for this is for use with levels 5 and 7. So I don't remember this in the level 5 course that we used before, but maybe it was there. Day of the week, which day of the week, and did I do all these things? So they can be held accountable for all these things that they're supposed to do if you want them to do all those things. If you don't want them to, just scratch it off. And so they know for themselves that they're doing this kind of on their own, what's expected of them. So that is 7th grade flip through of The Good and the Beautiful Language Arts. Let me know if you like it, if there's anything you don't like about it. Like I said, the cards are kind of, it's a lot. But I just kind of work around it and see how much of it we really need, because we're going to be doing the other curriculum. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions, guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.